Prodigal Sorcerer is a super fucking cool card, and dare I say it, based as fuck. So, for those out of the know, Prodigal Sorcerer is a 1/1 creature that costs 2 and a blue mana, and you can tap him to deal a damage to any target. If your modern Magic brain looks at this and thinks it's not even good, don't feel bad. I was right there with you until I started playing more like old school Magic. But Prodigal Sorcerer can be a straight menace. It doesn't look like much, and by today's standards, it kind of isn't. But the ability to deal 1 damage to any target is surprisingly annoying as fuck if you've never played against it. Just in Alpha, it has a fucking 100-0 matchup against Savannah Lion, Phantasmal Forces, different Prodigal Sorcerer, Birds of Paradise, and a bunch of other creatures that kind of suck that you probably wouldn't play. It can also hit in the face for 1 if they don't play out a 1/1 into Prodigal, which, you know, they probably won't. But that's like a 20 turn clock you got their ass on. That's pretty good. Okay, Prodigal might not be great, but I swear it's better than it looks. It's super fucking annoying when you're playing low power, and in my games this dude gets annoying. But it's also awesome to have on your side of the field. Also, I guess I should probably address the elephant in the room, right? Like, this thing deals damage to any target, and it's blue. Isn't that like a red thing? Not an alpha, it isn't. It's a red and a blue thing, and sometimes green. Green burn is my favorite thing in the world, by the way. It's so funny. But that's neither here nor there. Early Magic let blue deal damage, but it was nowhere near as efficient as red is at it. But it had Psionic Blast, which is like one of the most base spells of all time, and it also had Prodigal Sorcerer. And yeah, you old geezers, I haven't called this card Tim yet. We'll get there when we get there. Where was I? Oh yeah, Blue Burn. It also had Volcanic Eruption, which, you know, you can kind of say is burn. And I guess Psychic Venom, which is a pretty sick card, honestly. Oh yeah, and Pirate Ship, that does burn. And Feedback. And, Creature Bond? Damn it, why did I talk about this? I'm gonna need to get so many fucking images of cards together. I think that's it for Blue Burn and Alpha. But my point is, it was very much a blue thing as well, but blue was like less good at it than red was, and is. They also made a color-shifted version of this card in Planar Chaos called Prodigal Pyromancer, which is pretty cool. Anyway, I might as well take this opportunity to explain something that'll be relevant later. Prodigal Sorcerer, as anyone who's been in the Magic community for more than 5 minutes knows, is often called Tim. The reason for this, if you are unaware, is because of Monty Python and the Holy Grail. Fantastic movie, by the way. Anyway, there's a scene where they meet a terrifying sorcerer that says the line, "There are those that call me Tim?" And that's the entirety of the reference that's being made. That's just a cool little fun fact for you that may or may not, but probably will, become relevant in like 3 to 4 minutes. Let's talk about the art. Prodigal Sorcerer was illustrated by Douglas Schuler, and I personally really enjoy this piece. I think it's so fucking cool. The first time I saw this art, I thought it was the dumbest shit in the world, and his hat was stupid, but it turns out I was stupid because this shit has grown on me like a fungus. I love this card a lot. It's so funny, his hat kicks ass, the beard is so fucking funny, and fuck, I don't know. It's hard for me to describe what makes this art good, but it brings me joy. It's not the only art for the card though. 7th edition released a different version of the art, illustrated by Tony Skuzgalo. I'm not even... This guy, Tony. There ain't no way. I'm sorry, dude, but I don't even know how to approach that. The art is really solid. It's super well done, and it doesn't lack for personality. I almost like it better, but it is not quite as funny, and the coloring isn't quite as... or the contrast, rather, isn't quite as... fuck, I don't know. Not an art critic. It's really... this art is really well done, though. Anyway, Eternal Masters gave us a new art for this bad boy, and this one was illustrated by Eric Deschamps. Super talented artist, but Magic art by this point is getting too centralized for my taste. I don't know. The art is too realistic, which I admit sounds like a wild criticism, and I'm not really trying to criticize the art. I'm just saying it's not my favorite. I do think it's wonderfully executed, though. And as a positive, I think his staff and the magic leaking off it is just like fucking crazy cool. Well illustrated, Eric. And then the last printing is from the Monty Python Secret Lair, which is admittedly way fucking cooler than most secret layers. And would you look at that? It's Tim the Enchanter, and the flavor text is the thing I explained earlier. So that's pretty cool. The art is absolutely phenomenal. It was illustrated by Andreas Zafratos, or I'm sorry if I butchered that, but you illustrate really well. It's super cool art. It's also pretty cool that Wizards made this reference. Funny stuff. But, fuck, I don't know. I don't really have much else to say about Tim. I love the card for the fun and annoyance it's brought in my games. It looks really funny with its silly hat, and I think Magic is cool, and this little dweeb is cool, and I don't know, but that's all I really have to say on this one. Like the video if you liked it. You can subscribe if you give a shit, but either way, I hope you have a magical day.
I am an enchanter.